Why, hello there, everybody. How are you doing today? It's me again and again. I am here to encourage you. I am here to embolden you. I am here to empower you. I am here to inform you. I am here to educate you. I am here to inspire you. I am here to motivate you. I'm here to build you up. I'm here to lift you up. I'm here to bring and give you peace. I am here to bring and give you hope, because I am here to bring, give, and tell you the truth. It's starting to set in now, isn't it? Yep. It's starting to set in. You are starting to realize that it is time for you to start doing. You are realizing that there are no more excuses for you not to do. You are realizing that there are no more reasons why you should not be doing. You are realizing the most important, the most powerful piece of information that you will ever learn in your lifetime. The only one that can prevent you from doing is you. What that translates into, just to keep it simple, stupid, is you are realizing exactly what accountability is. Period. Now, when are you going to start doing? I've told you for months that this day was coming. All of your excuses, all of your reasons for not doing are going to slowly, steadily be removed, and that you are going to have to explain, or otherwise known as stand, on your own merit. What's stopping you from doing? Now we've pulled out all of these bad guys. What's stopping you from doing? What bad guys? What bad guys are you to? Oh, what bad guys are stopping you? Oh, they need to get rid of McMaster. They need to do this. Comey's the bad guy. This guy's the bad guy. They need to lock up Hillary. What has that got to do with you doing? What? Well, they won't let me talk on Twitter. Twitter is not doing. Twitter is not doing. If you are so worried about, remember, you live what you believe. If you are so worried about and convinced that is a major thing for you to be able to tweet something, for anybody to be able to tweet something, that tells you how much, where you live the vast majority of your life online. The biggest, I just got done watching, I couldn't even watch the whole thing. The lunatic was just going crazy, convinced that because Twitter, is Twitter an authority? No, it's not an authority. Period. Did the world exist prior to Twitter? Yep, sure did. Twitter is nothing more than a distraction. So this imbecile, period, prevents you all from doing. You all are so busy looking at and talking about what everybody else is doing. You're just sitting there doing nothing. It's quite literally everybody talking about how bad and terrible everything is. You are point blank, just to keep it simple, stupid, telling everybody exactly how lazy you are and showing everybody how lazy you are. You see, you're real good at spotting problems, but you're very terrible at putting out solutions. So anyway, this imbecile, this unbelievable what this guy said. Unbelievable. Well, Donald Trump Jr. and he called out the two Trump boys. The two Trump sons, should I say. And said, oh, they won't include the links to Drudge for the good numbers report. This is it. They're making their move now. Since when has Twitter have the authority or power? Twitter's not a Twitter is a bunch of wires. Without you on Twitter, Twitter is nothing. Without you being a part of any social media platform, that social media platform ceases to exist. Especially to, so glad I got my shades on, you. That's why a lot of these people are just tired of it. I just saw one of my online media people. They have their own website and they posted out a story talking about McMaster's Deep Dark Secret or something like that. McMaster's just a flavor of the week. Gotta have something to talk about. What are you doing? Talk about that. Talk about what you're doing. Talk about what the president's doing. Talk about the good job numbers. But no. We got to talk about the big bad thing that's preventing us from doing anything. You're outing yourself. Look at that. So glad I got my shades on. And one person finally said, you know what? I didn't even go. Look, I like you, man, but I didn't even go to your website. I didn't even read the story. I'm so tired of talking about this. McMaster so yesterday he should have been removed a long time ago. You know how you all are propping these people up. You all are the ones now making the mountain out of the daggone molehill. Period. All the while, President Trump just keeps doing. Now, I was watching a Christian television talk show where the people, it's a good show. Real preacher preaches the full gospel. Okay, and all of a sudden now you see Christians are being convicted by their God to stand up, because what they're doing is they are now more and more professing Christians are coming forward saying, well, no. President Trump isn't a Christian. Well, let me just stop you right there. Before you open up your mouth, fool, and say something that's going to really out you for being a judgmental, hypocritical Pharisee and Sadducee. Okay? That's far outside your jurisdiction. You don't know what's in my heart any more than I know what's in your heart. Well, you know them by their actions. Really? Okay, look. Again, a lot of you all Christians, especially ones that were raised in the church, they ain't nothing worse than a daggum pastor's kid. Nothing worse. They usually grow up to be the most belligerent, cocky, arrogant, know-it-all, and they base it all on, well, my daddy was a pastor. I don't care who the heck your daddy was. Your daddy ain't got nothing to do with you. That's somebody that believes that they're up here and believes everybody else is down there. I told you, it's even in the church world. Even in the church world. Well, you will know them by their fruits. Ted Cruz, Cruzite line. Ted Cruz is no Christian. Again, devil knows the book. The devil knows the word better than you know the word. And they smear what they fear. Why are you attacking this man? You supposed to be a Christian. Well, he's no Christian. So then pray for him. I'm going to tell you why they're attacking him, because they're convicted. Because the man's shaming them by doing things and saying things that we, myself included, should have long ago been standing up and saying. You've become CC, church correct. That's right. No, I don't want to do anything to offend anybody. So don't think that it's not happening across the. That's what happens when a move of God takes place, folks. So, Christian, instead of pointing out everybody's faults, and this panel had a bunch of well-known ministers, and they realized what they wouldn't pick a side. They didn't want to say. They didn't want to say, look, man, that's far outside our jurisdiction. Because all of us, and I said it back before in several videos back, all of us at some level want to feel as if that they are better than somebody else, above somebody else. You got to work on it. It's called the flesh. It's what it is. It's called justification. Self-justification. My question to you is, what does it matter if who or what someone else is or believes in? You don't have to give an account for them. You only got to give an account for you. Period. So, you know what that means? Stop looking over the fence at somebody else and start looking at your own actions. Hold yourself accountable. Oh, look, light bulbs going on. Light bulbs coming on, going on, popping all over the place. You're realizing that's exactly what's going on. That's the reason why y'all want to talk about how they're never going to do something, because you yourself don't ever want to do. Well, I got news for you. Move of Almighty God cannot stop a move of Almighty God. Period. So, Jeff Sessions had his little press conference today. You know what he told them? I'm going to tell you what he told them. He told them, we are coming for you. Go back and watch it. It's only 15 minutes long, 14, 15 minutes long. That's the problem with some of you all. If it's over 2 minutes, you all can't y'all got the attention span of a gnat, for crying out loud. Which is why we're in the situation that we're in. You think, hey man, we're just gonna just ignore it, it'll go away. Nope. Nope. Your problems aren't going to go away. Your problems, just by ignoring them, aren't going to go away. And you're realizing that. What's going on is Almighty God is dealing with every single individual out there. There isn't just one group that he's saying, well, you need to stop doing this. Control freaks do that. Manipulators do that. Okay? He deals with you, me, we as individuals, right where you are. Okay? And what's happening is you turn around and at first if something was bothering you, your solution to the problem was just ignore it. Let somebody else deal with it. Well, now every time you turn around, you're seeing that somebody's being dealt with something. Somebody is having to deal with it, with an issue. So, which means you are being dealt with every time you turn around. There are no more distractions. None. Because even in the distractions, you're still reminded of your problem. You're still seeing the problem manifest in somebody else. Because this is a move of Almighty God. Again, I said several videos back, the only reason why you spot the liar is because you know that you have lied before in the past. That's the reason why you spot the liar. The only reason why you spot the manipulator is because, well, you know how to manipulate people. Period. That's it. And what with President Trump, the doer, these mighty men and women of God, how come none of these people are standing up and saying anything? Where are the mighty men and women of God standing up saying something? Holding people accountable. You're seeing how big the swamp is. I told you it's everywhere. You're seeing how many people, including these professing Christians, who operate underneath arbitrary rules, operate underneath the law of the jungle, who operate underneath a pecking order. Heck, still got people talking about Christians talking about transgender. Leave them be. Ain't bothering you none. What is that? That is, oh, see how they're bad and evil and wicked. So pray for them. Don't shame them. Don't shame them. How about you just bring them the truth? Bring them Jesus. Jesus solves everything. So in the press conference today with Jeff Sessions, 15 minutes long, again, 15 minutes long, I know what I heard. I liked it. I would have liked to have heard that, hey, we arrested this, that, and the other, but it's this person, that person, and the other. But he did say that. He said that they're putting forward 4 cases already. And they're doing investigating. and they're getting all their ducks in a row. See, you all want everything done just like this. But here's the biggest thing that I got from it. He said, both Jeff Sessions, and I can't remember the gentleman's name, the head of national security, said, point blank, in language that they could understand, press, there is no out for you. Anyone who gives classified information, who shares classified information outside of its designated area, is committing a crime. And if you do not believe that the media did not hear that, if you do not believe that that is exactly what the media heard, at the end of their little thing, at the end of their little 15-minute news conference, they just turned and walked away. And you heard one female reporter say, does that mean that you're going to prosecute the press? Yes, that's exactly what that means, you imbecile. That's exactly what that means. You aren't more impotent simply because you are the press. Just like you aren't more impotent just because you've got a big old audience on the internet. It's not even a real world, for crying out loud. The internet's got absolutely nothing to do with the earth turning, with your little heart beating. But no, see, because I'm well known on the internet, I've got to puff up. See, so glad I got my shades on. I've got to make it look like that this is the most important thing of all. Because, well, hey, this is where I make my money. On the internet. That's all you worried about is money. All you keep doing is keep pitting one group against another. Again, same guy was he had one of his people in West Virginia, and you got it looked like fifth grade little kids, third grade little kids. One group on this side, Trump supporters. Another group on this side, Bernie Sanders supporters, whatever, anti-Trump people. Screaming and yelling, and the anti-Trump people come up and just start screaming. They start screaming at them. These are grown people cussing with little children, a little 10-year-old little boy. The child is acting more like an adult. And the reporter, one of my Facebook friends, oh, look, we gotta fight. Come get this. They're fighting. They're not fighting. They're sitting there cussing each other out. Accomplishing zero. Ignore them. They go away. And then, no, you can't be over here. Arrest them, officer. And the police officer, let me do my job, lady. And yes, the anti-Trump people had to leave. Had to go back across the street. And everybody, hey, see what we made you do? You didn't make them do nothing. You didn't make them do anything. They just didn't want to be arrested. They could have just stood there. They could have just stood there and be drug off and everything. So you didn't make them do anything. They just chose to not pay the consequences for being an imbecile. Yet you still, nothing was accomplished. No one made anybody do anything. Period. Both sides were throwing out vulgarities at the other. The only reason why you could tell them apart was because, well, one side was wearing Trump shirts, and the other side was wearing Bernie and Bernie shirts, and I don't know, just, they had their own little uniforms. Both sides had their own little uniforms. Both sides are interchangeable. There is no difference between the two sides. Both sides want to make the other side do something that the other side doesn't want to do. Period. Cut from the same cloth. Stop it. Stop it. Stop sensationalizing all of these. Next time, what's the solution? If you're showing me who the problem is, now this well-known guy, you know who he is. Oh, they're making their move now. So they have made their announcement that they're taking it over on Twitter because they're shutting people down. Well, stop using Twitter. They got Gab. You all are sensationalizing all this stuff. When it's all said and done, you all gonna have to explain why y'all said what y'all did, because that goes all the way across the board on both sides. Anyone and everyone that's taking an oath needs to explain why they didn't do, why they did not stand up and do something, because this just didn't happen overnight, folks. Why didn't you call out the people? I'm going to tell you why they didn't call out the people, because, well, they don't know their creator. They talk a very good talk. They walk a very horrible walk. Christian, why did you not stand up? Why have you been allowing babies to be murdered? Abortion. You talk a real good talk, but you walk a very horrible walk, professing Christian. Stop trying to make somebody do something. Because when you try to make somebody do something, what you're really saying is you're outing yourself for being a prime target to be bullied, to be manipulated, to be controlled yourself. Because if you believe that you can make somebody else do something, then what you're saying is you yourself can be made to do something. And you use that as your out. Well, abortion's legal. Not in God's eyes. Hello, Christian? Well, I don't believe President Trump's a Christian. Mm-hmm. You a definer. You just outed yourself. Get as far away from me. Get away from me. I don't want you around me. Don't want you around me, because I'm going to tell you the truth, and I'm going to hurt your little feelings. Start defining other people. You're defining yourself. Stop it. Folks, accountability is here. This is going down. Because at the end of that press conference, what they said, the whole press conference was just, hello, look, we are working on this. We are getting our ducks in order. We are doing everything by the book. You all, and then all these people in the Tube U chat rooms were, just more words. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Takes one to know one, doesn't it? So you see what you want to see. You hear what you want to hear, instead of listening to what's being said. I'm going to tell you what I heard. I heard the axe is about to fall. These people are going to pay. So when it's all said and done, what camp are you going to be in? Are you going to be in the definers camp? Are you going to be in the self-justification camp? Are you going to be in the, well, they wouldn't let me camp? Or are you going to be in the same camp that President Trump and his administration is in? You know, the Doers Camp. Well, I don't know. Let's find out. What exactly are you doing? Answer that question and you will know exactly what camp you're in. And exactly what to do if you're not doing anything except complaining about pointing out all these, about making mountains out of molehills, about sensationalizing everything. Well, you are in the left behind camp. Still not too late. It's time for you to get up, do something about being in the left behind camp, and walk on over. Do something, get up out that camp, and walk over to the Doers Camp, and then just start doing. Light bulb's coming on. You define yourself with your actions. Accountability is here, folks, like it or not. Accountability is here because, again, this is a move of Almighty God. Absolutely nothing stops the move of Almighty God because absolutely nothing stops the will of Almighty God. And that, my friend, is the truth. Just saying.